As a personal trainer, you're told to hide your price so you can get potential clients on a sales call. But have you ever spent 30 minutes on the phone with someone only for this to happen?
Yeah, hi, so how can I help you?
Yeah, I want to lose my belly fat. I want to become more toned, but not too bulky like all those bodybuilder, I don't like. Then my husband always say I very fat, don't look at me already, very irritating,
But you finally bring up your price. So yeah, my price will be $300 per month for online coaching. So do you think you're ready to get started? They tell you the 5 words that will ruin the rest of your day.
Let me think about it.
But what if I told you there's a better way? One where clients literally sign up while you sleep, and better yet, the ones that don't, you never have to know. Which is using a landing page. But before we talk about why you should have it and how to create it, why should you listen to me? My name is Gerald. In 2 years, I went from being a PT on the gym floor to going fully online, being able to earn an income from anywhere, and getting the most freedom I ever had in my life. I'm now on a mission to help more trainers be able to do the same by building their online presence so they can get the very same freedom. So let's get back to creating a landing page over a cup of coffee. So what is a landing page? So think of a landing page like IKEA. IKEA decides where you walk. You can't take detours. You can't really choose where you want to go. Whereas a website is like a supermarket. You can decide where you want to walk to. You can choose what aisle you want to go to, which is why when you go in to get some eggs, you walk out with 10 different items that happen to be on discount. So that is the objective of a landing page. You want the buyer to go from point A, scroll all the way down to point B, where they will make either of 2 decisions. 1, I'm ready to buy. 2, this isn't for me. So the number 1 rule for your landing page is to make it completely about the client and nothing about you. The mistake most people make when they create their website is putting different pictures of themselves, their accolades, which honestly no one cares about. People only care about themselves, so that is the number 1 rule you have to remember. What a landing page will contain, number 1 is a heading with your promise. What is a prospect going to get out of working with you? So example could be fit into your old clothes in 3 months, or in 3 months your judgmental auntie will never say anything about your weight again. A specific goal plus a specific time frame equals your promise. Then below that will be your VSL, a video sales letter. This will be a 1 or 2 minute video where you'll be describing what your program is, what the client will get, and more importantly, what you can do to help them and what they're going to achieve. And think of this like you're on the train, someone recognizes you from your content and goes up to you and asks about your services. You have 1 stop to convince them why you're the person to help them and what they're going to get out of working with you. So that's the frame of mind you're going to have when you're recording your VSL. Don't script it as much as you can, because frankly speaking, if you can't go 2 minutes talking about what you do, what you offer, and how you can help, which is supposedly your expertise, then maybe this isn't really what you should be doing. Next section below the VSL is what it is. So this is a simple sentence describing what you're offering. Is it an online coaching program? Is it in person? Is it a hybrid? Just keep this short and simple so the person can move on to the next section, which is what they get. So this is what your program consists of and how you're going to deliver it. So do you provide nutrition coaching? Do you provide check-in calls? I personally don't, because I think they're a waste of time, but up to you. Or daily WhatsApp access. Keep this in point form and maybe just leave a 1-sentence description for each point, because we want to give them just enough information so we can move them on to the next section, which is probably the most important one: why to trust you. And the only way we can do that is to remove the risk from the buyer, which is to provide a money-back guarantee. But here's the thing with money-back guarantees, especially in Singapore, this can sound like horse shit. People will just say, you're just saying it, right? You're not really going to give a guarantee. This is our chance to be as brutally honest as possible. If you don't like what you're getting, I'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. Vague in the sense that you're not giving specifics, you're not giving conditions for the refund, which is what a lot of people do. People don't end up trusting the guarantee at all anyway. So this section is how much it costs and how to pay. Are you going to charge a monthly subscription? Are you going to charge a one-time fee? Do they pay by Stripe? Do they pay by PayNow? Whatever it is, make sure that they can see how much you charge, because that is how people make their purchases. People make their decision based on price, whether you like to admit it or not. You can say you provide a lot of value, you provide more value than other coaches, but the reality is if they feel they can't afford it, they're just not going to buy. And that's okay, because there will be people who can afford what you offer. And if you're still sweating whether you should put your prices there or not, think of it this way. We are walking down Club Street, maybe on a date, you're going to go to a restaurant, right? Someone at the door asks you, hey, why don't you have a look at our menu? You look at the menu and you see no prices there. Are you going to go in? I would like to think absolutely fucking not. So think of it that way. So I know all that sounds like quite a lot. So to further convince you, let's talk about why you should create a landing page. Simply because most personal trainers do not disclose their prices. Most PTs either have a Google sign-up form or some kind of type form as a link in their bio in their page as a means of getting someone's contact information so they can contact them, get them on a sales call, and hopefully close them on that call, which to me isn't very time efficient. Because whatever it is you're going to explain on a call, like what you're going to get in your program, what you're going to offer, what they stand to achieve, all these things can be explained in a single page, like what we talked about earlier. So let's say someone who follows you has seen your content for a while, they really resonate, they like the way you speak, they like the way you talk about fitness and nutrition, and they ask you what your program is, how it works, how much it costs. You can just send them your landing page where they have all the information, they can read through, they can watch your VSL, and then come to the end of your page and decide whether they want to buy or not. And if they don't, this is the best part. You don't even have to know because they'll just leave. So instead of spending all your time on sales calls and potentially wasting your time, you have a page that works 24/7, that won't report you to MOM for slavery, that does the closing for you, and better yet, those who reject you and are not ready to buy it, you never have to know. That way you can focus your time on creating content and servicing the people that already pay you. So that is why you should have a landing page, and I'm going to show you how you can come up with the skeleton of your page in less than 5 minutes. Firstly, sign up for Leadpages. It is a bit more expensive, but in my opinion, I think you're getting your money's worth. With their Pro account, I think you can create unlimited number of pages, and you can also A/B split test your different pages, meaning to say you can create 2-3 different versions of the same page, and then you can see which one performs better over time. So let's say someone visits your page, they could be served either one of those variations, and you can see which one performs better. Let's talk about how to create it first. So why I also say Leadpages is because there's an AI builder. So you know how creating a website can be a fucking headache. You need to build different sections, different tabs. So an AI builder pretty much takes care of the skeleton. So what I need you to do is to fill out this prompt that I created. So it's a prompt generator. You can fill in your ideal client, what their number one problem is, what is it they secretly want, what your program is. So basically you're just giving the prompt generator the meat of what you offer, who you're trying to target. Then from there, it will build out your page. And after that, you will still need to make some changes to the page just so that it sounds like you. The copy is going to still be written by AI. It's going to sound like AI. We don't want it to sound like that. This is mainly just to build the rough skeleton and framework. I'm going to leave both links in the description, the prompt generator and also to Leadpages, which is not sponsored by the way. Sorry, let's get around to filling out the generator first. So let's say my target audience is women in their 30s. And if I want to be a bit more specific, going through a midlife crisis, you know, like after giving birth, you let yourself go. You find it hard to prioritize yourself again after having kids. So you want to be as specific as possible when it comes to the issues. So what is their number one problem? Okay, can't fit into old clothes. Into old clothes, struggle to put themselves first. You want to dig into the pain a little bit more, not on purpose. It's just so that they feel like they're being spoken to even without you speaking to them, because you understand their problems to such an acute level. So being made fun of by their relatives. Okay, next one is your program. So if your program has a name, go for it, input it here. For mine, it was just online coaching, so that's all I'm going to put. So what is your core promise? What are they going to get out from working with you? And what is the time frame? This is the important part. You want to be specific as to what they get and how long is it going to take them to get it. Fit into your old clothes in 3 months, for example. And how long is your program? 3 months, 6 months, however long. Just input that here. Format, this is how you're going to deliver it. Is it going to be in person? Is it going to be online? Indicate it as such here. Next section is what they get. So let's say nutrition coaching, custom workout program, or weekly check-in calls if you want to do that. I personally, no one likes talking on the phone these days anymore. Okay, so can we do away with the check-in calls? But anyway, going back to this, if you want to offer it, then just put it in there. I would personally do daily WhatsApp access. Next section is the most important part. What is your guarantee? What are you doing to remove the risk from the buyer completely? 1 month money back guarantee, you want to do 2 months even. Then pricing, pretty straightforward, just indicate how much you charge here. On this note, I would definitely recommend offering a weekly price. Why? Because we are just reducing the barrier to entry as much as possible. We just want to get them in the door first, and if your coaching is good enough, they will stay. Then this is the fun part, the background color. As a separate note, if you are a dude, after you're done with this, you get get your wife, your girlfriend, or a close girlfriend to evaluate your page, because we guys absolutely suck when it comes to the aesthetics of pages. Ladies are great with it. And for background color, I would recommend something dark. Personally, I feel it's a bit easier on the eyes. And for font, yeah, just pick something like that as a contrast. And what we don't want to do is choose red for the background color. I know Chinese say red very lucky, but not in this case. Yep, then once that's done, you can just go ahead and generate the prompt. Just copy it right away, then paste it here. And let Leadpages take care of the rest. It should be up in a few minutes. Again, just remember that this is just meant to build out the skeleton. And if you've not done any kind of website creation or design before, it gives you a rough indication of what you should write, how it should look like. But yeah, we just want the skeleton of the different sections that we described earlier. Then once it's done, you can just open it in the editor and we're good. So again, we're gonna have to make some changes here. We don't want it to be like a typical website where there are things on the top or on the side, so we can just delete this. These things are just extra stuff put in by the generator. So if you don't want to put in these stats, you don't have to. You could just delete, like I would just delete it. I wouldn't put it in. So you have to just go through and see what feels okay to you. What you don't like, just feel free to remove. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that is how you can have your own sales staff doing the closing for you 24/7. So you don't need to do sales calls ever again. Your time is honestly best spent on the people already paying you, or better yet, on yourself and your loved ones. You don't need to be doing sales calls to get people signing up for macros and a set of exercises. As long as your content resonates enough with someone where they get to know you, like you, and trust you, by the time they get to your page and see whatever it is that you're offering, and more importantly, you're committed to making it a risk-free purchase for them, they should be able to make a decision whether to buy or not. There's a link in the description for 2 links, one for Leadpages. Go and sign up for an account, and I believe they have a trial. So sign up for that and then get the prompt generator that I have that will create the prompt for you to put into the AI builder for Leadpages for you to get the skeleton of your page, so you don't have to waste time creating it from scratch. And if you like this video about landing pages, you'll probably like the one here where I talked about lead magnet, so you can start getting more leads, so you can send more traffic to your landing page. Click here to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.